Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive, and this is part 3 of our Let's Play of Memento Mori, or Darklight Memento Mori. There's an old Korean movie called Memento Mori. I don't know if anybody's seen it, kind of at the height of the Asian horror phase back in the day. So yeah, I know it's like a popular saying, but good movie. Anyways, I want to reiterate that nobody should ever use my channel as a way to learn the game. I don't do learn to plays or watch it played, or not watch it played, but yeah, just like I don't do instructional videos. I'm not Rodney Smith or Rado. So I will make a ton of mistakes. I'm hoping just to give people a sense of what the game is like, kind of focusing on the flavor and the maybe the story aspects. So we did make a few mistakes last time, and let's see, the turn phase is always move, then attack. You can't switch those unless you have a skill that lets you, and there's only one Accursed that can. I did read the Control Evil Miracle wrong. It's not one full attack action, it's actually just one attack. So when I had one of the Devourers attack another one, he should have only done one attack. However, I also forgot to add his strength to the damage roll, and so I think things kind of balanced out a little bit. Another thing we did was these guys, the Devourers, when they spawn, they are actually let's see, they are actually ranged. So even though they did ambush me, ranged monsters ambush up to 2 tiles away to do their ranged attack in line of sight. Okay, so these guys are going to be back here, and they're trying to get my abandoned meal, so that's really pissing me off. Not going to let them get that. And then what else? Let's see, did we miss anything else? One thing that Mauro from Digital Ice Games told me is that we do get the trophy for the one that the other deviant killed, the one that I had him kill. The only time that you don't personally get a trophy is if you can't tell which of the Accursed killed a monster. If it was killed by some environment or something, then you try to divvy up the trophies as evenly as possible. And the last thing I think is that I did forget on camera to say that I got my point of faith for that last darkness roll. So I'm up to 2 points of faith. And yeah, I think that's it. So we are at the turn section right now, and we are at initiative 6 for the deviant. All right. So the deviant is going to move. I'm going to have him move his full total. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And now the deviant is going to do his melee attacks on us. So he gets 2 attacks. He hits on a 3+. We will do the first attack first, as you do. Here we go. Come on, 1 or 2. Oh, I'm not going to count it. Got to hit. Got to hit in the dice tray. Rules is rules. 3. All right, so he hit. So I'm going to take 1d6 plus 3 damage. Okay, so there's 3, so that's 6. Now my armor value is actually my endurance is 3. Plus I get a +1 for my sensor. So that is 4. So he hit me for 6. So I'm going to take 2 damage. I'm up to 2 wounds. Okay, so now let's do his second attack. There we go, a miss. That is what I needed. Okay, so now we're at initiative 5, and that would be my initiative. So I'm just going to go ahead and try to wallop him on the head with my demon bone. The femur of faith, let's call it. Let's call it. All right, let's see. I need a 3 up. Ooh. Barely. All right, so there's my 3. So my damage total is 1d6 plus 1 plus strength, so 1d6 plus 4. There we go, a 10 again. Excellent. So he is dead because he only has an endurance of 3. So 10 minus 3 is 7. He has a health of 5. Boom, walloped. All right, so now we're at initiative 4, the Devourers. So because the darkness roll was 1, their behavior is the ranged behavior, and they attack with the Eye of Terror. Now the Eye of Terror is a magic attack. And the way range works in this, it's a little weird. Monsters have pretty much unlimited range as long as they have line of sight. They can see all the way down, however long the corridors is. Accursed, they are limited to the range of their weapon. They are also limited by the light from the cursed heart. Now the cursed heart illuminates the tile that the accursed is on and then any adjacent tile. However, monsters aren't prone to that. They can see in the darkest dungeons, and so they can shoot down infinite hallways as long as they have line of sight. So the Devourer, he rolls a number of d6 equal to their mind value. Their mind value is 3. For every 5 or 6, I have to pass a mind 2 test or gain 1 insanity. All right, so here's the first mind. Eye of Terror. Let's see, no 5s or 6s. Oh, holy crap. Oh, man, that is really, really bad. So I have 3 mind. So I have to roll this 3 times. And I need, it's a test of 2. So I need to have 6 6s in 9 dice. I'm going to roll them all. We used to have a saying, one at a time, you're doing fine. All at once, you're a dunce. But I don't know. Let's see. Can I get 6 6s? 1, 2, 3. So I negate 1. No, I don't. So I take 3. Actually, you know what? I should do those one at a time. Not one at a time, but just to keep this, because I'm not sure if that works like that. So he hit me 3 times. So here's my 3 dice for 1. I don't know if that makes a difference or not. I don't think it does, but I just don't want to mess things up. All right, 2 6s, no. So I take 1 point of sanity damage. All right, looking for 2 6s. No. That last one was a 3, so I take another point of sanity damage. All right, 1 more. 1 6, nothing. Another point of sanity damage. Oh boy. Okay, so now the second Devourer is going to do the same thing. So he rolls 3 dice for his Eye of Terror. And no 5s or 6s. Thank God, because I was almost insane. And as you start going insane, you start losing abilities and stuff, and it's not good. Okay. So that's the end of the turns. We are now up to a new darkness roll. Guys, I really don't want a 1. A 2. Okay. That was pure, yeah, I almost sweated a bullet there. All right, so we need to stop these guys from eating our soup. Now remember, my starting gift was an oil flask. The oil flask has a range of 6. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to get here. So I can take my movement. Okay, yeah, so there's no exploration. There's no events. I'm not going to trade. We're just going to go straight into the turns. 4. So I'm going to move here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and my initiative is 5, and there's this 4. Now I'm going to throw my oil flask. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to throw it there. Boom. Okay. Now that hits. Target a square up to 6 away and deal 2d6 damage plus my perception value to the character within it and all those adjacent to that square. Roll separately. All right. So this is going to be 2d6 damage to this guy plus my perception is 3. 2d6. All right, there's 7 plus 3 is 10. And let's see, 10 minus 4 is 6. He has a health of 5. He is dead because their endurance is 4. Okay. Whew. That was a close one. All right. We got this guy now. 7. Yes, 7 plus 3 is 10. Minus 4 is 6. Boom. All right. Thank God I remembered to grab my starting consumable. But that's going to leave me kind of penniless when we get to the quest room. Hopefully my dogs aren't driving people crazy. They're making lots of weird noises. My wife isn't home and I'm trying to get this video done because I have to be honest, I am super excited to play Dad of War tonight. So I wanted to get this video done a little earlier today. So anyways, guys, we survived that with a trophy count of 5. Now, the one thing I forgot to do when I created my character was take an heirloom. You're supposed to draw an heirloom at random, and it's a specific kind of bespoke item that defines your character. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pretend that one of these terrible groups of monsters actually stole my heirloom, and it is going to be in one of the chests that we get to loot right now. And so I'm going to mix up the heirlooms here, and we're just going to take this one right here. So let's see what we found. The dried black rose. Permanently gain +3 health. That is incredible. I have not looked at any of the heirlooms yet, so I had no idea what they were even. That seems pretty good though. So my health is now 13. So that goes into the heirloom slot. So those bastards stole my dried black rose from me, and I just got to back off their corpses. Don't steal. All right, so also for our reward, we get to draw 2 loot cards. Okay, we're just going to draw off the top of the deck here, off the shuffle deck. All right, let's see what we got here. We got some junk. Carrying, Jesus, oh boy, that weighs 2. Carrying this around makes you begin to question your sanity. Yeah, I should hope so. And then we have throwing daggers, ranged. They're small, they're iron, they weigh 1, a range of 4, attack, 1d6, +1 ranged attacks. Okay, so not bad. So those I can equip in my right hand. So that is actually pretty good because I do have the ability to do a melee and a ranged attack if I have a weapon for each. So that actually works out pretty nicely. I don't know what the junk goes. I don't know where the junk goes. I guess it just goes, yeah, just so these are all items that you have equipped. And unequipped items just go to the side. And they just count against your total weight. So remember, you can carry up to 10 plus your strength. So my strength is 3. So I can carry 13 before I have to drop something. And so I'm not even close to that yet. So I also forgot to take my 1 point of faith for that last darkness roll. So, okay. Well, we survived, unbelievably. Oh, let's look at souls right now. So let's see here. Where are these souls listed? Souls. Okay, so the Devourers are worth 2 souls each. I killed 2. So that's going to be 4 souls. And I'm going to use these source tokens as souls because I won't have any use for these right now. So we have 4 for those. And then the deviants are also worth 2. And we killed 3 of those. So that's going to be 6 more. I'm not really sure what souls can be used for now. I think they can be sold for gold. And I know you can lose them on some bad rolls during the traveling sections. And I'm pretty sure you use them to level up. That makes sense to me. All right, so all the monsters are put away. That was the turn. So that was my turn. I moved. For my attack, well, I used a consumable, so I haven't used my attack yet, but there's nothing to attack. There's no monsters left, so we're at the top of the round again. We're going to do the darkness roll. And a 2. Now I have taken 2 points of damage, and I still have 6 uses of the cursed heart left. I can use one and I can heal myself for the value of darkness roll. So I think I'm going to do that. I wish I could heal sanity, but I don't know if there's any way. So okay, I do get another faith for that. So I am at 4. Okay, now I'm going to give up my movement right now to gain one of my stamina tokens back. There's nothing to attack. So again, we're at the top of the round, the darkness roll. And 3. Okay. I'm going to gain a point of faith. I'm up to 5. And I'm going to rest again to get my second point of stamina back. So now, or my third point. Now I have all of my stamina recovered. So you can rest and you can do things like this, but you know, there's always a chance that you're going to roll that 1. Like right now. 3. Okay. All right. I'm going to gain another point of faith. So I'm at 6. And now let's move. Let's get exploring to this door here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to use my second attack, or my attack action as a movement. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and we're going to open that door. Okay, so now we are at the darkness roll again. A 5. Okay, I will get a point of faith. We're up to 7 faith. We're almost maxed out at faith. And now let's see what we have coming up. Oh, there it is, the quest room. All right, so we didn't use these 3. Crazy. All right, so here's the quest room. Pretty nice art on that. We're gonna kind of, well, yeah, we can flip it like this. Okay, so the highlighted area marked in red, the bridge squares. If an curse moves over these squares by 1 or more each turn, they must make an agility 1 test. If they fail, they will fall and die. So we are definitely going to be avoiding that bridge. So let's get the quest book open here, and just as a reminder to see what we need to do. So we spawn boss card B11. Place the dead worm upon the bridge. Any remaining monsters must be spawned between the bridge and the archway through which you entered the Necrostream quest room. So they get spawned in this area here. Okay. To complete the quest, all of the monsters in the dungeon must be defeated, and each accursed must cross the bridge. Oh no. Okay. So the dread worm here, this giant ugly dude, human centipede man, goes there. And now let's see, boss card 11. So boss card 11 at 1 accursed has 1 dread worm and 2 deviants. Our old friends, the deviants, are back. So we will spawn those in a checkerboard pattern like so. Okay, so that was the exploration phase. There is no event on the table. We are at trading and changing equipment. Now our turns start. And now we are in combat. So we got to get our deviants back on the board and our dreadworm. So here's the Dreadworm. If you guys want to pause that, you can read a little bit about that. I love his face. Really creepy. It's got that quality of more bizarre than I don't know, just, yeah, the humanness of it is quite unsettling. And then if you guys want to pause that, you can read about the deviants. So the nice thing about the Dreadworm is he is slow. He's got a lot of movement. His melee attacks do 2d6 damage. It's a melee demon, Gularoth, large, has no sides. Behavior, standard melee rules. Their melee attack can reach up to 2 squares from their location. They will deal 1 attack to each accursed in range. He has an endurance of 5 and a health of 20. Whew, boy. I probably should have saved that oil, but I don't think I would have made it through that last encounter. Okay. So it is the Deviant's turn. We are now in combat. And we have to go in initiative order. So the Deviants have initiative of 6. So they get to move. They have a movement of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So they are both going to attack me. They have 2 attacks. They hit on a 3+. So the first one is going to attack me. This is his first attack here. He hits for 5. So 1d6 plus 3 damage. 4. So 7 damage. And I can mitigate 4 of that. So I take 3. Okay, this is his second attack. A 3. All right, damage. Ooh, 5. Plus 3 is 8, and I can negate 4 of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm up to 7 points of damage. I am going to, right now, in between attacks, I'm going to use my Cursed Heart. And the die roll, the darkness wheel, was 5, so I'm going to heal 5. So I'm back down to only 2 wounds. Okay, so that was both attacks from that guy. So now the second guy, 3 up. Looking for 3s, hit the 3. How much damage? Okay, so 3 plus 3 is 6. I negate 4, so I take 2. Now he's going to attack again. Looking for 3s. Man, he keeps hitting those 3s. And 8. I can negate 4, so I take 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm up to 8. So I'm going to go ahead and use a third charge of that Cursed Heart. And I'm going to heal 5. So I have 3 wounds now. Okay. So it is my turn. Let's see, what am I going to do? Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and use my Control Evil. Let's see, 5, 8. Okay. I have 8 faith points. And I'm going to do this. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Hold Evil. And I'm going to cast that on the Dreadworm. So he is a demon. So he cannot move on his next turn. So that's going to keep him there. And then I'm going to cast this Control Evil again. And I'm going to cast it on one of the deviants. So I use up all of my faith. So this deviant is going to attack that deviant. So he only gets 1 attack. Got to hit a 3 up. Oh, of course. When I want him to, he completely fumbles. All right, well, I can't move because I'm in their threat zone. I also can't use my new throwing daggers because I am in melee range. I'm threatened. All right, well, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and use my one attack. Come on, RNGesus, give me that. Give me that crit. Yes, I am blessed. All right, so I do maximum damage. Okay, so that is 6, 7, 10 damage, which is enough to kill him. If only my stupid mace had cleave, I could kill the other one, but it doesn't. So I killed this guy. And, okay, so I think that's all I can do. I have no more faith. And that's it. So now we're at initiative 3, which is the Dreadworm. He can't move because I am holding him. And he has no ranged attacks. So his turn is done. Okay. So we're now at the top of the round. Darkness roll. 5. Good. I need those high rolls right now because I'm going to have to heal a lot. Okay. Now, the Deviant is going to go. We're at, yep, there's no exploration, no events, not trading equipment. Turn starts with initiative 6. He's going to attack me with his melee. No, I definitely did not need that. Okay, well, I'm actually going to use 2 points of stamina to tumble out of the way. So I'm going to tumble there. I negate all that damage, and he can't do his second attack. All right. So now let's see here. Now it's my turn, initiative 5. All right. What is the Dreadworm's movement? Is 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, he can definitely get up on me here. Okay. Well, you know what? Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to stay there, and I'm not going to move. I'm going to bypass my movement phase. I'm going to get point of stamina back. Now I'm going to throw my throwing daggers. And this gives me a +1 ranged attack. So I actually get 2 ranged attacks. My ranged attacks hit on a 4 up. So I'm going to throw my dagger at the Deviant. I have a range of 4 with those. A 5, I hit. And I get 1d6 plus my perception. You add your perception to range attacks. So I get 1d6 plus 3. 5 points of damage to the Deviant. He blocks 3 of that, so he takes 2. Okay, then my second ranged attack. Hit on a 4 up. 6. Yes, I needed that. That is a crit. So that does 6. That does 9 points of damage. That is enough to kill him. Okay, nicely done. So now we are at initiative 3. And that would be, it's this guy's turn, right? So he moves 6. So the way you move large enemies is you just shrink them down to 1. So we can move that. So then the front space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right? Movement of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. All right, so he's all up in my business. Well, or would he stop there because he can attack? He can attack up to 2, but would he get all up in my face, or would he stop there and attack? I'm not sure, actually. I'm going to say that he stops there to do his attack. Because he can 2 squares from their location. So 1, 2. It's probably wrong, and somebody will correct me, but that's the way I'm going to play right now. All right, so he gets his attack, and he attacks with, let's see here, 1 attack, and he hits on a 3+. Oh, wow. Okay. So he does like 12 points of damage to me right now. I'm going to use both of my last points of stamina, and I am going to tumble out of the way again. Yep. Okay. So we're at the top of the round, but I think we're going to call it here. It's been about a half hour so far. So we're at the we're going to start the next turn with the darkness roll and see if I can beat this and survive a couple more darkness rolls. Hopefully RNGesus is with me. So all right, guys, have a good one, and we will talk to you later.